Hey guys, this is Kirop speaking, and today we are back in Automation, the car company tycoon game, playing the light campaign V2 in Achana with Vista Automotive, and we are just about to prepare our launch into the 1990s, where Gazmir opens as the final market. It's looking very red over here, but that's just a minor correction, he said, and his expert said, and then it wasn't a minor correction. No, so far it's looking pretty nice. If we just take a global look at the economy, then we see, yeah, I mean, this was a bubble, quite clearly, but overall, look at how it had slumped here the years before, so I think we are in for an uptrend in general. And yes, we are preparing for the new market to open, and we do have the competitive advantage of being a cheap-ass manufacturer, with nowadays a lot of tech pool, and that we certainly make use of. Anyway, what we are going to do today is to design a follow-up version to the Dash 79, and I think, because I'm going to differentiate my lineup a little bit more than I already have, I am going to build a light sports car. That's the new Dash. That will be the... will it be that? Yeah, kind of, because we are going to invest a lot of time into this one, such that this one doesn't have to sell for too long. And engineering will take a long time. So yeah, let's get into this before we just spend all day talking like I usually do. And damn it, don't we have a proper body? Anyway, we have this one, but that's old by now, isn't it? No, it isn't. It's 84. Perfect. Okay, so this will be our car, and there will be different versions of it. Yes, this car will be our light sports car, and that is what the Dash is all about. But also we are going to branch out into the muscle car category, and that will be very interesting. And I want to try and build this, or maybe I should try to build this in the same factory, like one series being the muscle cars and the other one being the light sport cars, and the only difference being their setups and the engine. That does sound like an excellent plan, if I may say so myself. But yeah, let's take a look at what we can do with this one. So this is a mid-engine car, obviously, and I don't quite know what is the best option here for this body. Let's go with longitudinal first and see what we can put in there. And that is all I'm going to design here. Well, the perfect rear wing, as you can see. And I think I need to put on a lip in the front as well, so that we can balance out the very, very high downforce levels accordingly. And probably the muscle car version won't be having this. Oh, this fits rather neatly. Yeah, I like this. Okay, we continue on, and we are going with a rear-wheel drive vehicle. And this car looks rather derpy, which is perfect for an Achanan manufacturer, isn't it? And as this is our Dash series, we are going with our standard yellow banana color. And for this one, what am I going to choose? Well, we could try a V12 and then go crazy. Let's see, this one is too big to fit. Do we really care? Yes, we do care, because this is fucking tiny. Or is it? Yes, it is. Damn it. Okay, we have to change things around. This is supposed to be mid-transverse. So can we put in a transverse V12 in this one? The answer is... yes, we can. Somewhat. But this is our light sports version, so we put a 2.5 liter V12 into it, or at least we attempt to. This is maybe a little bit on the, let's call it, extreme side of things. And we are still going with overhead cam, but nowadays with 4-valve, because that's high-tech. And cast, because that is high-tech too. And a bit more quality here. And what more do we want? 8.5. And probably something like 75 or 80, because this thing is going to rev to the moon. Naturally aspirated. Injection. Multi-point. We will have so much familiarity after this complete design session. And performance intakes. We don't need any twin fancy. Do we need to have throttle per cylinder? I doubt it. I really doubt it. Nah, let's go with something standard. I'm not really going to sell them in Achana, but then again, Florinia doesn't have really good fuel either. I will go with a little bit more responsiveness here, though. Let's go with 13. 13 sounds like a very good thing for a sports car. And revving, well, revving we can do to like 8.5 or more, hopefully, with standard components. What more do we need, apart from lots of quality? Our shitty headers, yes, shortcast. Don't need that much power output. We are going with a standard 3-way flow and none. Okay, so what does this engine do? 200 horsepower at 7,200. But we have a lot more run in the tank. So let's cram this one out. Okay, this is much better. 219. Can we go higher? 230, 241 at 8.3. And we can rev higher. Let's see how much higher we can rev. I don't want to destroy all our reputation. That's for certain. That is already going a little bit high, but revving to 9,000 seems like a pretty neat thing to do. And if we go throttle per cylinder, 242, not really my thing. Nah, not really. What more can we do here? Well, the exhaust is pretty well set up. How much does tubular help? Not much, so yeah. Our short cast is brilliant. Then we do need... Oh, engineering time. Ouch. That's a lot of years. That is certainly over 5 years. So, what can we do to put this down apart from making this a V8, which I really don't want to, because then I cannot rev it that high, and then it's not an insane light sports car like I want it to be. What are the costs, by the way? So we do have the man hours. Let's take a look here. Production unit 60. That's pretty high. And engineering time, yes. Material costs just 1,200, so that's not too bad. And we do have a little bit more. Yes, 242. Let's put this one in and see if we actually can make this work or not. And going for manual 5 gear. Here we are. Second gear going to 100 sounds like an excellent plan. Plus 5 here to get all the grip on the road. And sports tires. We do want to have a little bit more than this. Especially in the rear. 265s. Yeah. Probably 205s in the front. And put some... do we really want to have full alloy? Yeah, we do need that, I think. Oh no, the lips resized. Damn it. The rear spoiler stayed the same, but now this is a little weird. Again, with the rear engine, or mid-engine in this case, car, we don't really have troubles breaking the thing because the distribution is so nice towards us. If it's a 70 to 75 rear weight and under braking becomes like 50-50, then yeah, equal brakes it is. Semi-clad is what we are going for, and like twice the cooling for this kind of car. Oh, if we build a basic and none version without power steering, then I think people might want to buy this as a track car. But then again, power steering makes such a huge difference. I don't think I can afford to not put this in. And here we don't want to have any fancy springs. We need to put in standard, but gas monotube. And what kind of stats are we getting? Oh yeah, the sportiness value is through the roof. And look at this, Light Sports Premium 94 without any tuning. We hit it on the head. So let's check this one out. This is in Ahana even. Wow, okay, I think we have something that works here. That's not looking too expensive. So this is all good. It's like 54% in Light Sport. And we are not going to infringe too much onto the Fun Premium Fun category, which our other cars are kind of doing a little bit, taking care of this category. But I can tune this quite a bit better. More front tire. Oh, that was a bit too much front tire. And did they like it? Or did they not like it? Yeah, apart from it turning around, I think they are liking it. Yeah, potentially. So let's tune this a little bit better. There we go. 97.5. And we can afford to put on a lot more camber here. 99.5. We are getting closer and closer. What more could we do? Oh, yeah. Whoa, there's a... Okay, we do need to go with vented 2. Oh, yes. 105.5. It's looking much better already. And in the rear, maybe we don't need quite as much brake. Nope, we don't. So overall, the setup is looking as if it is pretty much optimized. The gearing. Oh, shit. This car can go a little bit faster than this, it seems. Yeah, there we are. Okay. What about wheel spin? Wheel spin is not an issue. Not at all. We are nicely below the grip line. So this will be a lot of fun to drive. But I'm not so sure about the gearing. It's pretty short. They don't care though. They care about the acceleration time, which is 5.2 seconds. That sounds like a light sports car. Can we go to... No. Okay, then it can't stay in second gear. There we are. Okay, 5.2 seconds from 0 to 100. Only slurps 20 liters 100k. Sounds like nothing. Yeah, like a good early 90s supercar, basically. But we want to put in... kind of want to put in another variant, maybe, of the engine. But no, this is already so highly tuned. What does this thing weigh, by the way? Just 158 kilos, that's like nothing. And what does the car weigh in total? It weighs... Detailed stats? No, it's in track 1,128 kilos. And we do have very nice cornering grip. Oh, by the way, I forgot the aero. We can tune that. We want this one to stay up for as long as possible, but not overdo it. So the front has better grip than the rear, so we might want to reduce the front a little bit. No, that was pretty good. Whoa. Whoa, what a difference. Oh yeah, here we are getting into the territory of awesome. We might even want to reduce it a little bit in the rear. This is a lot of drag. Here we go. Alright. That is a very decent and respectable score in the Light Sports Premium category, and we at the high speed now have it just about critical before it goes over to being oversteer once again. Like a few ticks more here and it goes completely haywire. We don't want that. So we keep it there. Very nice acceleration around 50 kilometers an hour. And this is still very good. 3.5 roll angle. Might be a bit high. Yeah, it increases sportiness. That might have been a little overboard. Overall. Oh yeah, that's much better. Yep, that's the desired result. Very good. I'm happy with this one. So now let's name it. Okay, here we go. So this is our LS, which is the light sport version. And now I shall clone it and make a premium version, which can pass as somewhat higher grade. Ah, damn it. The name reset again. Okay, what do we want to put in here? We can put premium, obviously. That's much better. And we can put standard. Yes. And now it is a sports car. And a light sports car premium. Oh yeah, the brakes and stuff are still good. I'm not bothering too much here. This car is not about top speed either. So this is all good. And now I think what we are going to do is to make a kind of muscle car variation on this one. And I wonder what we could cram in here. Although muscle cars aren't really about rear engine, are they? But we just make it that. It is all about rear wheel drive, and we have rear wheel drive, so that's good. And it's all about capacity. Oh, that is not so good. Let's clone this one, and let's design a new engine. If we are going into the Gazmian market, then for sure we need to have a V8 and not a V8 flat plane. Because otherwise they will look funny at us. And they hear the sound of a flat plane V8 coming around the corner. And I think like stinking Florinians with their toy cars coming there. That's not what we are known for. No, we shall cater to the correct markets. Let's say it's a small muscle car. This has just a 5-liter engine. And a lot of alloy in there, but otherwise pretty low tech. Could even go for... No, we want to have as much overlap in tech between the two engines as possible, but this is just another completely new design. So standard components, even here, we won't be able to rev them that high, but let's tone this one down and maybe make this mid-range engine like 40, maybe 45 is too much, but now I want to have this really beefy mid-band for this engine. And now we go with naturally aspirated. How much more engine could we put in there, by the way? How much more does it take? Oh, that's too much. So no, this is pretty good. Let's put also injection in there, multi-point, so that we have the fuck. Performance? Race? Why don't you like this? No! Twin? No. Throttle? Throttle per cylinder fits. Throttle per cylinder. We could change the other engine to be throttle per cylinder as well. Then this one will not incur additional engineering time. I think we will have to do that. But first, let's continue with building this engine. We also put 91 in here. Give it all the throttle response, so fuel mixture, and timing isn't quite as essential in this one, and we are not going to rev this one very high, because that would be suicidal. Oh, let's go with this. Short cast, and how much power will this one make? Probably plenty is the answer. And reverse flow, and does this one want to be silent? Not necessarily. Let's go also with this kind of setup. 300 horsepower, but a lot of stress on the parts. That's too bad. So what can we rev to? Oh, there, it's not too far off. That's good. So, lower cam profile. Oh yes, the torque is real. 40 is pretty decent. And I don't know, this is already at +5 quality. The stroke is really what's killing it. But we can't get much more bore in here. Oh, that's a bummer. I don't want to go forged, as that requires factory upgrades. We could build that with factory upgrades, but then again, like, the engineering time for these is in general much higher, and we have super high familiarity for these. That actually helps a lot because there's so many cylinders. And this one, yeah, can go up. I just really don't like this power curve. Yes, it has mid-range grunt, but it just being linear is kind of weak. I'm not so convinced. Let's see if we can make this work. Oh yeah, we can get a little bit more in here by just squeezing it. And what more can we do? Let's just use this for now. This isn't the best muscle car engine in the world, but maybe it's decent enough. Wow, this one doesn't rev at all. Oh, yep, there. It's even a very good light sports car premium. Sports car, manual, yes. Do we need anything else? Oh, so much more weight in the rear. We do need extra brake power in the rear. And we do need extra brake power in the front as well. Okay, all of these things are kind of decent enough. We score. Oh, look at that! Yes, from a light sports car to a perfectly valid muscle car. So this wasn't too bad. Very good. Very good. So let's keep this concept. I think this is working. If we can, maybe we want to pull out a little bit of this one. If we put none in here, what does this one do? Oh, they don't like it. Okay. We have to make it cheaper through mass production. Okay. But... oh yeah, no, the gearing can be optimized a little bit. 4.9 seconds. That's what the muscle car community wants to see. Okay, I got it down to 4.8, but it doesn't want to go any further there. So yeah, I hope we can push the price down for this one even more so that we can cater more to the muscle car community than we already do. And the best part about this is actually for Arjana. So let's take a look at Gazmir. What? Okay. So for Gazmir, this is actually the perfect pony car because they have so much cash that this is considered a budget car over there. And that means I'm going to build a somewhat higher up version of this one. Yes, let's do this. Now, this is our muscle car base, or let's call it the pony. And we clone the pony, and we splice it with horse genes, and make it into a Mustang. And really the only thing we need to change here is the interior, I would think. So let's go with luxury, because that is something else we have a little bit of focus on in our company. And we are going with a luxury cassette interior. Oh yes, that sounds amazing. And also, what is going on with these gear ratios? Can we go faster? Oh, we can't really go faster. And this is actually the slower car, but yeah, that's to be expected. A lot of prestige, quite a bit of comfort, and very low practicality. Sounds legit to me. So that's all good. What more do we need to do here? Well, brakes are kind of flimsy right now. Nah, they don't really like more aggressive brakes. Oh, we are bottoming out there. That needs to be corrected. Alright, and now we have named that engine, and we should not forget to check out what this one does score like in the markets. This is in Gazmir now, and we are having a bit of a hard time pushing in here. This is not quite what they want. I think they need much more power than this, which is unfortunate, but at least we are pushing a little bit into these markets, and we are dirt cheap, so yeah, let's see what this one gives us. Maybe this is more of a standard sports car then, and or GT car. It could classify as a GT car, which is neat. Also, what could be the case is that we just have too low prestige, like company prestige, to push into these categories. That really bites us right now, because they these guys, they actually do care about the reputation, as you can see. At least 50-50, which is decent enough. So we have overall a higher sum of the two than the competition has. But this car, 80% prestige, we have negative prestige. Don't forget about that. That's terrible. So yeah, that's why it's not going so well. Anyway, that can change though. So not too fussed about it right now, but we'll see. What more do I need to do? I need to update the engine to throttle per cylinder, the other engine. So we need to load in the LS base and premium. Change the to throttle per cylinder on these engines. And then, oh yes, that's a nice little boost. Recalculate, obviously. Recalculate it. Why doesn't it change sportiness more? Okay, no, that's fine, I guess. It doesn't want to. Maybe that was already the change value. So now we need to load the premium version and also recalculate it. There we go. Yeah, slightly lower sportiness. And just double checking that this one is all set up. Yep, throttle per cylinder. Very good. Oh, we have a new dash lineup, the muscle and the light sports categories. Interesting to have them in the same car, basically on the same platform. A little bit of a compromise there. I think this might just work out. Engineering time is super high though. Yeah, it might be too high. It might actually be a little too high. Oops, I closed it down, but that doesn't matter because it's always saved. So let's take a look here, and yes, this was the pony. Yeah, they're all there. Okay, good. And then that would have been the horror scenario in the past versions of automation. So the car isn't the problem. What? Okay, that's great. We have so high familiarities that this is like... Nah, what are you thinking? This is like trivial stuff for us, man. So we could even use those guys to make it a proper success. So we choose them. And 3.5 years and 3.2 years. Easy. That is really easy. We could try to build up a little bit of stock before we open up to Gazmia in the 1990s. We could aim at 4 years. Let's see what the reliability does. I don't want to destroy my reputation. So 5 years, which would be pretty much perfect. Or 4 years, 11 months is better. And here we go with the same. Yeah, let's do this. Let's give them lots of time. Excellent. We don't really care about the funds. We have it. We have it. Okay, the dash. The dash is... No. No, the Waschstück plant. The Waschstück plant will actually be used for something else then. I don't know what, but something else. Because medium is too small. We do want to have at least a large factory. And right now we are in a correction, don't forget. So we can just buy a huge plot. A huge plot. And we make... Oh. That's interesting. Let's buy a large plot for each one of these. Like this. And... yeah, we don't need a huge one for either of these. And we don't need a huge factory plot for this factory anyway. But yeah, let's just say we do. Not going to sell that volume of cars. But it looks nice. It looks nice to have a massive plot underneath. So now let's go for a large plot. Wow, that's a lot of cars. That is a lot of cars. It might be too many cars. But no, let's go large one. Large one sounds perfect. I don't know what you're blabbering about. We go with 1.3 billion. Yeah, sounds about right. And we also need to name these, but large. Let's go with a medium 3? No, a medium 3 is too small. Let's go with a medium, large 1. Wow, that is... that's a lot of potential engines in here. Oh, fuck. Okay. Automation levels up. And then... here we are also going with large 400 engines a day maximum. Go down with the price a little bit. And that's all good. So this will be called the Visha plant. Yes, exactly. How did I know that? I don't know. Okay, here we have it. So it's a Visha plant, E1, E2, and C. Yep, perfect. Perfectly planned. And now let's see how we produce in this one. That's a lot of cars. I think we need most of the pony cars. Yeah, more pony cars. Fortunately, the Ahanans really like those cars as well. And for the Farinians, we have a little bit of sports cars in this kind of car we are building. The light sports base, I don't know how many they need. Probably less of the premium here. Something like this, maybe? And for the engines, ooh, this is already pretty low. But in the realm of okay. We can lower the overall production volume if we want to, and probably we will need to. This is without any markups, and we are doing pretty well, even for the sports budget category. That's the pony car, though. Yeah, pony budget. With 20% markup, probably doesn't look quite as fancy. Ah, come on, react. This is not correct. Correct yourself. There we go. Alright. So now it's still 100 competitiveness basically. And front premium pony is like super strong. Oh yeah. All good. Let's mark them up. And we want to get more markup out of these. This one can stay pretty low. The muscle probably 50%. And oh, it says we need much more of these cars. Oh, yeah, but this is just Ahana and Farinia, that's obvious. Okay, we can correct this later, after the 5 years of waiting. Wow, okay, that's a big project. Grand total, 3.2 billion. And so far the biggest project, I think. Or did we have one that was larger? Maybe the one where we built the huge factory on a new plot. That was a massive one. But anyway, this is looking very nice. Only 74 months, including the new plots, new factories and shit. Lots of profit coming out of this, if we want to. And yeah, let's sign off on this. And that was a marathon build session. Lots of cars in there, different ones. Basically, we built 2 different lineups here in one go. So I'll stop right there. I hope you enjoyed, and I see you guys next time.